Today I'm going to discuss equine-facilitated psychotherapy. EFP utilizes the unique relationship between humans and horses to address social and psychological challenges. In relation to social psychology, adverse childhood experiences contribute towards development of personality disorders and antisocial behaviors, and can affect cognitive, emotional, and social development well into adulthood. To varying degrees, these concepts will be ever present in my future work as an equine-facilitated therapist. Patients and clients will range from young children to adults having experienced some sort of trauma in the past. Interactions with horses help individuals develop critical social skills like communication, trust, and empathy. Working with the horses also increases self-awareness and teaches emotional regulation. And here's a cool fact. Horses don't judge you. This unique and wonderful trait can be particularly helpful for those struggling with fear, anxieties, and low self-esteem. These challenges can be addressed by incorporating horses into therapy sessions, building self-confidence, and helping individuals find their voice to more effectively and confidently communicate their needs and emotions. Veterans suffering with PTSD benefit tremendously from equine-facilitated psychotherapy. Being present with the horses helps to build trust, promotes emotional regulation, improves social skills, and provides a sense of calm. Simply being present with horses helps to recenter and shift from states of anxiety to calm, and allows us the ability to get out of our heads and into the moment. Equine-facilitated therapy applies learning theories, such as classical and operant conditioning. I'll give you a real-life example of what that could look like. This is Jack. My 8-year-old nephew is a child living in Midtown Manhattan. The environments he interacts with are chronically rife with distractions. When moments of calm and quiet do arise, he is conditioned to seek out distractions in the form of his iPhone, an iPad, or some other device. Many studies have shown that the amount of time spent with screens in our hands erodes attention span, ability to focus, and contributes to social anxieties. In Jack's case, it also causes emotional meltdowns when a phone is taken out of his hands. His parents are rightfully concerned and need to wean him off the screens. It can be difficult for some kids to hand over their phones, and we're expecting some moodiness about this, getting him out of the car. It would be helpful to have something fun to redirect his attention. And what better way than beautiful horse friends to walk over and say hello to? Jack will likely be drawn more to one horse than the other, and let's just say that horse is Lucy. This is Lucy. Lucy will be Jack's equine partner for future sessions. Classical conditioning can accomplish a desired shift in behavior. If Jack has enough fun playing with Lucy each week, that alone could become enough of a conditioned stimulus to accomplish that shift. Less than an hour of tech time a week, for example, means that Jack can visit Lucy on the weekend. You could up this a bit by adding creating an audible stimulus. Jack needs to earn his barn visits, and if he's on the iPad, his mom can suggest perhaps you turn it off and play outside. If Jack makes that better choice, a quarter can be added to the Lucy jar. X number of coins in the jar by a particular day, and Jack can spend X amount of time with Lucy that week. The sound of the coin dropping into the jar could build on Jack's excitement, knowing he's one coin closer to seeing his favorite horse. Operant conditioning would look a little different. Jack will look forward to his weekly barn dates. These visits will serve as an effective tool for positive or negative reinforcement, while we work to taper off time spent on a device. The less the phone is used, the more time Jack earns at the barn with Lucy, positive reinforcement. And if he gives his parents an attitude about turning things off, that week's lesson could be leveraged. Jack will eventually understand he can affect positive or negative outcomes with the choices he makes. In terms of treatment of psychological disorders, EFP provides nearly endless opportunities to develop, practice, and enhance cognitive reappraisal abilities. These methods work symbiotically to improve emotional regulation, self-efficacy, and to build self-esteem. EFP presents situations which prompt individuals to be more self-aware, present in the moment, and to break otherwise overwhelming challenges down into parts to achieve their desired goals. The EFP is poised for significant growth and integration into mainstream healthcare, driven by increased research and awareness. Integrating horses into therapeutic programming can contribute to helping and healing a broad demographic of individuals, including veterans, children, and anyone with trauma and emotional or behavioral challenges. I will close with a quote I found to be perfectly fitting in this brief overview of how these beautiful creatures can help change our lives for the better. When it feels disheartening to learn that trauma changes the brain, remember that healing changes the brain too. Thank you, Poppy Lee, and to my audience for taking the time to listen today.